Hello everybody, this is Carrie, and today for our Catober entry this week, which I apologize for being a little bit late on it, we are going to be talking about the Timberwolf, or as some know it, the Mad Cat. The Timberwolf is a versatile, deadly mech and one of the totems of Battletech itself. The Mad Cat, known as a Timberwolf by the clans, is a 75-ton mech that has carved out a niche for itself in the overall culture of Battletech as a symbol of the clans. The Mad Cat has grown since its introduction from just 5 variants to a total of 18 standard variants, not including any of the customs that people use, as far as like the characters. It has also been the inspiration for a few spin-off designs such as the Inner Spheres Rakshasa, the Mad Cat 2, 3, and 4, and arguably the Linebacker, which was built to succeed it. Today we're going to look at the original 5 variants in the base chassis of the Mad Cat, as I imagine that going through all of them would become overwhelmingly mind-numbing. Starting off with the base chassis, we have a 75-ton mech that's built on a lightweight endo-steel chassis. It is powered by a 375 rated extra light fusion engine and has 15 double heat sinks, all mounted in the engine. For protection, it carries 12 tons of ferrofibrous armor, giving it very good armor protection for its weight. The base chassis is very efficient and is also relatively open to allow the mounting of larger weapon systems, especially in the arms. In its primary configuration, the Mad Cat carries an ER large laser and an ER medium laser in an over-under mount on each of its arms. In its left and right torso, it mounts an LRM-20 launcher with 1 ton of ammunition each. For additional close-range firepower, it has machine guns in its right torso and center torso with a total of 1 ton of ammunition and a medium pulse laser in the left torso. It also carries 2 additional double heat sinks for increased heat dissipation. Overall, this configuration is best used as a multi-role unit, being able to provide long-range fire support for a limited period or act as a medium to short-range brawler. Its battle value is 2737. In the Alpha configuration, we find more of a specialized sniper and brawler mix, carrying 2 powerful clan ER PPCs, 1 in each arm, as its primary weapon systems. These are backed up by a close-range armament consisting of a trio of medium pulse lasers mounted in the left torso, an ER small laser in the center torso, and a Streak SRM-6 in the right torso with 1 ton of ammunition. The Alpha configuration is a powerful and deadly machine. The 2 PPCs give it incredibly accurate and deadly firepower at range, and its close-range lasers, combined with the SRM launcher, can seek out open holes in an enemy's armor. To keep this deadly war machine cool, the Alpha configuration has 5 additional double heat sinks, and the BV of this configuration is 2854. The Bravo configuration of the Mad Cat once again gives it a multi-role vibe. This time, though, it seems to be geared towards hitting harder at medium and short ranges as its best range bands. For long-range engagements, it carries a Gauss rifle in its right arm with 1 ton of ammunition and a left shoulder-mounted Artemis IV guided LRM-10 launcher with 1 ton of ammunition. It is obviously expected to close quickly as it has a highly accurate large pulse laser, and finally, for once it closes, it carries a small pulse laser and an SRM-4 launcher with 1 ton of ammunition. This configuration has a battle value of 2224. The only true, purely long-range variant of the Mad Cat, the Charlie configuration, carries a rather high number of ammunition-dependent weapons. In the right arm, it has an Ultra Auto Cannon 5 with 1 ton of ammunition. Each torso has an LRM-15 with a ton of ammunition. In the left arm are 2 ER large lasers, and the center torso houses an ER medium laser. The Charlie also has a defensive system, an anti-missile system in this case, in its left torso with a ton of ammunition. The battle value of the Charlie configuration is 2500 even. The final configuration we'll be looking at is the Delta configuration. This is a more brawling intensive version of the Alpha in my opinion. It carries 2 ER PPCs, 1 in each arm, a center torso mounted ER small laser, and 4 Streak RM-6 launchers, 2 in each side torso, 1 facing forward, 1 to the rear. This configuration is literally meant to be in the thick of it, with the capability to consistently be firing in all directions. The only limiting factor is the heat buildup that this configuration has with the ERPPCs. A common player modification to this design is to simply change the facing of the rear-mounted launchers, increasing the deadly short-range fire that this mech can dish out in its front arc. The battle value of this variant comes in at 2682. So, now let's take a look at this mech in Alpha Strike. So, the Prime configuration and all the configurations are going to have the basic statistics of type battle mech, size 3, target movement modifier of 2, movement of 10, armor of 8, structure of 4. In the Prime configuration, it's a brawler with a short, medium, and long range of 5, and an overheat of 1. Its special abilities include Case, Indirect Fire 2, LRM 112, and Omni. And it comes in at 54 points. The A configuration, which comes in at 59 points, has the same base profile. It is considered a skirmisher. Its short and medium range brackets are 7 damage. Its long range is 3. It has an overheat of 1. Its specials are Case and Omni. It's very bog standard, but it hits very hard. The Bravo configuration comes in at 48 points. Same standard baseline statistics as far as the armor, movement, and everything like that. It's considered a sniper. It has a short, medium, and long range of 4. No overheat. Its specials are Case, Indirect Fire 1, and Omni. The Charlie configuration has a point value of 50 even. The base stats are the same. It's considered a sniper. It's almost a better version of the B when you think about it, because it's short, medium, and long are all 4. It has an overheat of 1, and it has, for specials, AMS, for an anti-missile system, Case, Indirect Fire 1, LRM of 111, Omni, and overheat long, so it can actually push its damage up a little bit more long ranges. Now, the Delta, being that brawler that it is ironically enough a skirmisher in Alpha Strike. The base statistics are the same as far as movement, size, type, all that, armor, and structure. Its damage values are short 5, medium 5, and long of 3, overheat of 1. Its specials include Case, Omni, and a rear of 2, 2, and 0. So, where the Prime is your standard walk into the everything and shoot it with a little bit of fire support built in, and your A and B are both snipers. The B's a little bit more of a toolbox sniper than the A. The B and C. And the C is a little bit more of a toolbox sniper than the B. Your A configuration is the sledgehammer of the 5, where it will hit very hard, but it doesn't have many tools to use in other roles or anything like that. And finally, the D is, even though it's considered a skirmisher, it's more of a true brawler than the Prime, in that it can actually wade into the middle of a firefight and shoot things all around it. Given that it has the overheat of 1, it can push its damage up a little bit higher than the Prime can in medium to close range engagements. And of course, with the rear capability, if somebody gets behind you, or if you just walk right into the middle of something, you are able to go ahead and blast away in every direction. Mind you, there's a modifier for shooting to the rear, but yeah, it's pretty interesting actually as far as systems go, and just weapon systems and how they work in Alpha Strike. But yeah, I mean, that's it for the Mad Cat. It's an overall impressive machine, and I do like it. I would love to go into all the variants, but if we were to do that, I think we would be here for about 45 minutes just talking about the Mad Cat and every variant that exists. I also wanted to go ahead and remind you that every episode of MechTech is sponsored by Miffed Kitty Minis, and also to go ahead and check out the Facebook group if you haven't already. And yeah, that's about it for tonight. So Thank you very much for listening. Y'all have a great day, great evening, great whatever it is where you are. This is Carrie signing off.